We're going to be going over Netflix today. Netflix just reported earnings, and as you can see, Netflix at 404 closed at $400.48. It was up about 1% for the day. After hours, it's down $53 per share, down 13.28%. I mean, Netflix is this isn't even a falling knife. This is a falling samurai sword. No, a knife can only go so far. But the sword can cut right through your stomach, come right out the back, or go right through your head and right out the back of your head. This is a falling samurai sword, not a falling knife. But let's go ahead and let's assess everything. I bought Netflix at 400, so I'm going to take a pretty decent loss. I mean, 1 to 2% of my account size is going to be a pretty decent hit. But let's go ahead and talk about how I can go ahead and recover from these losses as well. So I already know I'm going to be waking up to a loss. I'm trying to make it as fun as I can so I don't dwell on it. So Netflix has tanked. It's fell pretty far. One of the big reasons why it fell is because it missed subscribers, so it failed to do that. I mean, you can see a lot of, right here, Twitter stuff. This is way too much metrics for price. Reports membership growth 5.2 million, 1 million less than forecast. That's really bad. Of course, I hate the stock market. This guy must have risked at least 20-50% of his account. But with Netflix, I mean, we were due for a pullback, and I've been talking about a pullback on Netflix for quite some time. I thought that we were going to have a positive forecast for Netflix, and I was just going to close this straight at market open. But you know what? That plan didn't go ahead and go and play. But it's totally fine because, I have so much profit where I'm okay to risk this. At least I'm not risking house money on this. I'm risking some of my profit for this trade, so I won't, be risking my initial balance. So with Netflix, I mean, the pullback was due. We had to wait for a pullback because the disequilibrium right here was just too big. So, with that being said, I mean, hopefully if we can get a pullback to around 300s, that'll be really nice. So come market open, we're going to be waiting for some pullbacks down at these levels. Hopefully we can take it to, now I wouldn't be taking it to a weekly support. I would prefer to take this down to a monthly support at least. That's what I would like to do before we can go ahead and regain some momentum for Netflix to keep on going up. Now, yes, this will affect indices too. And with a pullback on Netflix, this will be really nice coming for indices as well. So with indices pulling back in the daily, we don't really have too much support coming up until we get to about the 7,000 level. But if we can pull back down there, I'll just wait for NASDAQ to pull back down that far, Netflix to pull back down to its support level. Let's go ahead and see the S&P 500. Typically, whenever indices pull back, they'll pull back. S&P 500 didn't really have a big pullback. Let's check US 30. US 30. These are indices that we can go ahead and trade. No, it really hasn't been too much of a difference. The big one we're going to be looking at is NAS 100 and Netflix. So we got to wait for the pullback. The way I'm going to recover these trades is I'm just going to wait for a stronger monthly support level before I go ahead and enter these. I'm probably going to stay away from some other trades this week. We do have a lot of earnings, but I'm going to start selling a lot of Q2 earnings just based off of all the, the things that have happened since Q2 earnings.